Welcome at the Not Just Sawdust channel. Maybe it's your first time watching a video here, then this can be a bit of a serious video. If you are one of the subscribers or regular viewers, you'd probably have noticed that things changed on this channel in the last 2 years. And I am totally aware that there's a lack of creativity and creative projects. I do have a viable excuse in that we were in the process of reinventing our lives and moving house and workshop, which actually took 2 years from the day we made that decision. But it's not the only reason creativity was hiding. I want to speak about a subject that touches all of us at some point in our lives. The consequences of getting older and the struggle to accept that we sometimes need to ask for help. This is especially challenging for those of us who have spent our lives being fiercely independent, taking pride in our ability to handle any job, whether it's construction, woodworking, maintenance, recycling, masonry, pouring concrete, or, well, any other physical hard job. For many of us, and certainly for me, our hands have been our tools. Our skills honed over the years of hard work and dedication. We've built things, we've repaired things and created with our own hands. This music room is an example. I had to work with third-grade material, recycle a lot of stuff and use leftover paint. The way the whole process is filmed, however, lacks any creativity. It's just what it is. We've climbed ladders, hefted heavy loads, and worked long hours, driven by the satisfaction of a job well done. This physical work has been more than just a livelihood. It's been a source of pride, a measure of our capability and craftsmanship. However, as the years go by, something starts to change. The task that once came easily begins to take a toll on our body. The strength and the endurance we took for granted start to wane, Knees ache, the back stiffens, shoulders lock up, and what once took hours now takes days, with more effort and sometimes even pain. It's a reality that is difficult to face. Admitting that we can't do what we used to do feels like admitting, some weakness. It's a blow to our pride. It's our identity as a capable, self-reliant individual. We may fear that asking for help is a sign of defeat, a sign that we are no longer the strong, independent people we once were. This is a hard pill to swallow, especially when our whole life has been a testament to our independence as a person who invested in learning all those skills. But here's the truth that we must come to accept. And I, for one, struggled with that idea. Needing help is not a sign of weakness. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's a natural part of life. Our bodies change and our abilities shift. That's not a failure. It's a simple part of the human experience. There's no shame in recognizing that the body needs care and support. Just as we have taken pride in our work, we can take pride in making wise decisions for our health and well-being. Hiring professionals, whether for heavy lifting, complex projects, or just the vast amount of effort it takes to paint the whole house. That's a smart and responsible choice. It ensures that the job is done safely and efficiently without putting unnecessary strain on ourselves, except of course on our bank account, which would be way better off if we handled those projects ourselves. Accepting help is also a gift to those who care about us. Our family and friends want to see us healthy and happy and not struggling and be in pain. By acknowledging our limits and seeking assistance, we show them that we value our own well-being and are willing to take the steps necessary to maintain that. For the first time in my life, I hired a local company to do a simple job that I never thought I would outsource and pay so much money for. We got our complete house painted. A project that would have taken us weeks, not even months, if we did it ourselves, but now it was completed in 4 days. And although it still goes against my natural approach of getting things done, I have to admit that now it's done. There's a big relief to know that we are good to go for another 7 or 8 years, and next to that it's just, it made our house look so much better. In conclusion, aging is a natural part of life, and with it comes the wisdom to recognize when it's time to change how we approach the tasks before us. In my case, that took a while. It was quite a hurdle to jump and become such an issue that my mental health made a pact with the physical inconveniences, like competing in a battle to see who would get me on my knees first. I know that it's okay to ask for help or even hire professionals, although that's way more expensive compared to the days I was that professional myself, and to adjust to our expectations of what we can do on our own. This isn't a sign of defeat, but a mark of maturity and self-awareness. Let's embrace this grey-haired stage of life, I for one am trying to, with the same pride and strength that we have carried us through all the other stages of life. Let us be kind to ourselves and recognize that sometimes the bravest thing we can do is just ask for a helping hand. Now, if you're still here, I thank you for listening. Now things have shifted to a quicker pace concerning our house. It means that we can slowly start preparing the rebuild of our workshop. With a different mindset, the new workshop could turn out quite different from the original plans, and it will take some time. And you know what? That's fine. Well, yes, I know that was a serious subject, but it's what it is. So the music room is ready. Well, you could call it a keepsake room, because, I put everything that ever was a hobby or still is a hobby in here. So, of course, the cigar box guitars, recycled box guitars are in. All the other instruments, the little drum kit, the piano, the digital piano is in the case behind the door. There's no room for that, but my little buddy C6 Steve doll marionette is in here. I've got the model boats from when I was young, when I built those. I've got all my bicycle trophies that I won with, not bicycle racing, but more like, long distance trips that I made with the bicycle. Everything that has something to do with way back is in this room, and there's still a few spots left where I can hang some maybe new memories on. But for now the editing station is ready. I've got to paint a little cabinet first where my old record player is on, because it's white, it doesn't fit in this room, and so there are more little things that I have to make, repair. A lot of things came, well, not broken but damaged from the moving, so yeah, it's really hard to find good movers, because the ones we had was like, well, a lot of things were bad and wet, and they didn't store it right for the week they had it. It was like, well, but that's all done now. It's now 40 degrees, and here up in the room it's like 30, so I've got to find some way to cool it a bit here in the summer. So maybe a little mobile air conditioning, something, I don't know. And well, it's fine. And now it's time to start thinking about the workshop and figuring out how the new roof is going to come on. And yes, it's going to be different than I thought it would be, because I'm just going to focus on more little creative projects, so recycled box guitars of course, and all that kind of stuff. So not like making big pieces of furniture anymore, all that kind of things I won't do. So yes, the workshop is going to be adjusted to making recycled box guitars, making maybe light fixtures that are small, creative things. So that takes my mind off putting in a big table saw or whatever. That's not gonna happen. And why I want to have a workshop? Well, I still like making things. I still like creating things, and sometimes you make people happy with what you made. So I'll leave it with that, and to show you what I mean about making people happy and making things for other people, we'll end with the last video that was sent to me. So for now, I hope to see you in the next video. At the logo.
Wow. Oh, wow. That is gorgeous. Wow.
How cool is that, eh?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the guitar. Absolutely amazing. And I really, really love it. And oh, the box is beautiful. Thank you.